Hey YouTube, just want to go over my EDC or Everyday Carry Kit. I'm a student and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to create a primitive kit yourself that doesn't cost a lot of money. This whole kit is costing me under $100, excluding the bag. My mother actually bought me the bag, which I will do at a later review because it's still shipping. We're going to start over at the left here, in my personal opinion, which is the most important. First aid kit. God forbid myself or one of my buddies gets hurt. Got this first aid kit. Not going to go over in extensive detail what's in the kit. We'll maybe highlight some of the most important parts. Inherited this kit for free. Electrolyte bags. I'm a personal trainer. These are not good for calories, but what they are terrific for is keeping you going. If you need something quick, if you're feeling fatigued, you've got that. I've got instant cold in here, gauze, more gauze, water purification tablets down there in the corner. Everything is in its own personal bag in there, and I can wrap it up, pull out what I need quickly if need be. More medical supplies. This is going to be a separate kit. It's not complete yet. It's got some gauze in there, actually a lot of gauze. Tampon, ha ha ha, I'll talk about why I got it in there after a little bit. Ibuprofen for fevers and pain. Tampon because if you got a bullet wound, U.S. military actually does this technique. Many of them carry a couple tampons. I'm not a medical professional. I can't take that bullet wound out and do surgery right on the spot. I can sew them up, but I'm not going to do that unless it's just us and we're in a survival scenario. But if I can possibly get that guy or girl to a medical professional, I'm going to put the tampon in the bullet wound, wrap some gauze or a bandage on that, apply a tourniquet or some sort of cordage above the wound, and then get him to a medical professional. Keep the bleeding down, maybe give him some ibuprofen or pain relievers just to get him through the pain. Hydrogen peroxide, disinfecting wounds, self-explanatory. Little bottle of water. This kit is not meant to last me, 20 days. This is meant for, me getting to my retreat from school, from home. My retreat is not my house. It's a relative's house. But one bottle of water with the purification tablets should get me through long enough to get to a retreat. Separate little bag here. Watched a YouTube video of another EDC kit. It was actually a bug out bag, or BOB. You're going to hear me using a lot of acronyms. Keeping things in their own little container can reduce loud noise in your bag. Tried that technique out. Saved me a lot of stress because it was getting obnoxious. So this is just a skull candy bag. Come here. 22 LR, 50 rounds. I got a firearm at my retreat, and in case it's been ransacked, my firearm is still there. It's in a concealed spot anyway. I can use that ammunition there, 50 rounds, to maybe catch some game or hold me off for a couple days. This is my student ID. Don't really want to flash that right now. Good for picking locks. I've done that before. Also, if I'm injured, incapacitated for any reason, this is in the bag. If they were to search through, they could find out who I am, maybe get emergency contact there. I also got my blood information on there. Shitty matches, kind of just primitive fire starters if all else fails, besides my flint, of course. Okay, sunglasses. Could always use a pair of sunglasses. Grandfather's little pocket knife. I use this for cleaning fish. Not ideal, but it holds some family value, and I like it. I've used it to clean fish before. All left in there are some bobby pins, which you can use, obviously, in a lot of different scenarios. This here, it's an old lunchbox. I just have it because it keeps all of my kind of creature comforts and food in one area. Again, reduces banging. 1 can of chicken noodle, or chicken with rice. doesn't have beans in it, so it's not a complete protein, but the rice is really good at keeping you held over, and it expands in your stomach. It's got about 250 calories in there, so about one small meal. It's really all I need because I can catch game. Ziploc bags, can always use Ziploc bags to, maybe if I found some herbs or strawberries on the trail, or even if I wanted just to hold water in there, if I wanted to. I mean, it's not ideal for holding water, but you can hold a lot of stuff in Ziploc bags. Can never have enough. Razor, self-explanatory. Got this lavender soap. Smell nice. This is like a 5-hour energy shot, again, just to keep me going. This is one of them expandable towels. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. It's you throw it in water, it expands. You got a towel. If I'm out for longer than a day, I've got this now. I can throw it in the water, open it up, it dries out quick, dry it over my fire, and then I've got a towel to use if I really want it. Lighter, redundancy, always could use a lighter. They fail, obviously, lighters, but they're really useful for starting a quick fire if the conditions are ideal. Eating utensils, they come apart just like so. Fork, knife, spoon, it's all inside this lightweight bag. Under 1 pound, that whole bag itself. Trash bags, heavy-duty ones. I've made shelters with these, ponchos with these. I've used them for just the typical container for these. It's black, so it's not going to be easily seen. I can make dew collectors. You can get water from these, nice clean water. This is a custom blade. Made this for free. Found an old lawnmower and took one of the blades off. Smithed it myself. Ground it down. It's really sharp. I've cut down branches with these, tiny branches. It's my main personal defense weapon. It's going to slip right in the bag. Going to keep it concealed. When I get my paracord shipment in, I'm going to wrap this with paracord for a little bit better of a handle. Because right now it's a little uncomfortable when you hold it like this, but great for slashing. I'm not going to use it for cleaning game, but it is sharp. It does do its job, and it looks threatening as well. This here is my fishing kit. Just went fishing the other day. Took out the contents, but I like it. It's an old Icebreakers little container. I put some line in here, lures, sinkers, artificial bait. I don't like artificial bait. I love natural bait. It's my choice always, but if I can't find it, I'm in a survival scenario. I want something. This looks really pathetic. I will agree with you 100%. I hate it. It looks dorky. It does actually serve a decent purpose, though. I clip this on my bag, and if you check it out, when you depress the button here, really bright LED. And I don't know if you can really see, but it's hard because it's bright in here. It is actually, it's a decent light. Take my word for it. Can't tell you where I got it, but if I clip it on my bag, it kind of adds a little bit of a character to my bag, and it's, I don't know, it's useful though. Sewing kit, I can hand sew. I haven't used this kit. I prefer not to yet. My grandmother taught me if I gotta do a patch job, heaven forbid, I gotta sew somebody up. I've practiced on sewing game up before, squirrel after I gut them, just sewing them back up to see if I can do it. I can, and in an emergency scenario, I'd rather hopefully patch my buddy up if I can hold them together. But I would never sew anybody back up if I can get them to a medical professional first. Multi-tool, self-explanatory. Always need a multi-tool. Not gonna do. I can, if you want, leave me a comment. I'll do a full review on this multi-tool and the purposes that it can serve in a survival scenario and in everyday scenarios as well. Love this piece of equipment. This, I believe, former military piece of equipment. Not sure. Inherited it from my grandfather. Shovel. It collapses. Very sharp. Serves its purpose. I love to dig out the ground when I start fires. I always use little fires. Native Americans used to have a saying, if they saw big smoke on the horizon, they knew it was a white man. If they could see little to no smoke, they knew it was other natives. I like being stealthy. I think your biggest asset in a survival scenario, if you're trying to stay safe, if it's a man-made type scenario, staying hidden is your best solution for survival. If it's a natural disaster, then you wanna be seen. This here is a CD, not for personal reasons, but I keep it in the kit because it's a good reflector. If you want to be seen now, you can reflect off natural light and hopefully someone will spot you. Underwear, one clean pair, one pair of long socks. If it's cold, I can hike those up. If it's warm, I can leave them down. Tank top if I want to keep cool. One standard gray t-shirt if I just want to throw on a t-shirt. Cargo shorts, these are really durable. Can hike the socks up if I really need them to keep warm. Washcloth, I'm not going to go into detail for what washcloths serve. They're just obviously standard. This is my winter kit, my winter warmth kit I call it. But also if I want to keep hidden in an urban scenario. Obviously have a nice hat here, wool, very warm. This here is my snowboarding mask. I've got this, can't tell you where I got it from, but it wasn't very expensive. Keeps the heat in, keeps the wind off you, it's nice. Just a standard bandana, keep the wind off. Used it before, not great at repelling cold, but let me tell you, if you want to layer up and keep warm, get as much loose layers on as you can. Standard Aeropostale t-shirt, I turned it inside out because I don't like all the white it has on it, but just something else to layer on. Under Armour to keep warm. Head back.